Well, Bizzle, the first time he ever came in contact with me or encountered me, it was actually, I used to do a lot of clubs. I was doing ministry in the clubs, and he came. It was before he was even born again. He went to we was having, basically it was like a big gangster party in L.A. And I was in there that night with about probably 50 of the homies, and I was ministering the gospel in the club that night. And so he had seen me, and then I guess after that, later on, you know, he went through his process with Christ, and the Lord changed him. He became born again. And then when he was over here, he was doing a interview, and somebody mentioned me, like, yo, you know, you should holler at this dude Sevin or whatever. So he ended up hitting me on MySpace. We started chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of myself. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, at the time when I met him, I think I had been doing this for 10 years. But my road, you know, ain't been like the average person's road in this thing. Like, it's been a whole lot of stones and persecution and a whole lot of misunderstandings. And, you know, even myself, like, I had to grow, you know, I had to learn, you feel me? I've just had a really rough process with this whole gospel life / gospel rap thing, whatever you call it, you know? So, when I met him and I hear him talking and I could see his heart, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this brother's gonna need a brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I already see how they finna do this dude. Like, how do they do a lot of us? You feel me? They'll throw a platform under us because we got talent. And then as soon as we make a mistake, and we will, then now we ain't Christians, and now we ain't this and this. You know what I'm saying? It's basically you raising a child just to abuse it type of thing half the time. And so I saw that kind of in his future, and so I made a covenant agreement with him that as long as he was willing to walk with Christ, and as long as his ambition was the gospel and not himself and not his career, and you know what I'm saying, different things like that, I was going to walk with him till it's over. You know what I'm saying? And I shared personal experiences with him. The Lord was able to use me to speak a lot of life into him, you know what I'm saying? And man, it's you know, he's been my little bro ever since. And like I said, mine and Bizzle relationship ain't got nothing to do with music. You know what I'm saying? We could stop rapping today. That's gonna be my brother. You know, I'll die for him right now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the blessing now of being able to be with God over money is that I get to serve my brother. You know, that's how I'm looking at this whole process, you know. I've been serving him before from behind the scenes, and I know now that I'm able to bring something over to this camp that they've been needing, you know what I'm saying? I think to just kind of complete the whole circle as far as where God's got him at right now. You know, when you sign Sevin, you sign Hog Mob. When you sign Hog Mob, you sign a ministry. You know what I'm saying? And so we bring that, you know, I mean, that's why we even out here, you know, right now.